Callum, I like to think that one of the things that we do pretty well here is try and distill a game down into a relatively concise series of genres and mechanics so that you know if you're interested in it.
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
This game kind of blows most of that out of the water, where I believe the thing that I sent to you was, it is what if Guitar Man was... What did I even say? What if Guitar Man was a platformer and Ziggy Stardust was the main character?
Something like that, yeah.
And that's kind of where this is. So this is the Artful Escape. It is... I'm going to blur that out when I edit it, because there's some stuff in there. Yes, the Artful Escape is from Annapurna, and the wonderfully named Beethoven and Dinosaur is the name of the studio.
That's a good name for a studio.
Yep, they're an Australian studio run by I think, musician, and a lot of that will become readily apparent. So in terms...
the sentence that you said me was, imagine if Douglas Adams made Guitar Hero except as a platformer and Ziggy Stardust as the main character.
Yes, that is accurate, but also completely useless. So we'll get into this. So the setup for this is you play as this character who is the nephew. This is Francis Vendetti, sorry, who's the nephew of Johnson Vendetti. Johnson Vendetti is a world famous folk singer who's come from this town, and you play his nephew, who feels like he has to live up to his uncle's name, and wants to be a folk singer. So the town.
Can we also point out that based on the music that you're hearing in the background of this shop and from the menu music, that it's supposed to be Bob Dylan?
The thing I didn't get at all was that Bob Dylan also had a very similar thing, right? Where Bob Dylan's nephew had a lot of stuff on him that was like, hey, you're Bob Dylan's nephew, you need to go be Bob Dylan.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know that either, but I am taking this via podcasts that I'd listened to about this game. So the setup here is that this is the 20th anniversary of Pines, which is Johnson Venzetti's world famous album, and they're having a festival in memorial, and this is going to be your first live show as his nephew playing folk music. Except that in the intro you discover that actually you don't want to play folk music. The thing you're actually really, really good at is wailing sci-fi guitar. And
sci-fi guitar?
Well, like...
Honey...
Like space rock? Or...
Yeah, like glam rock, let's say.
Oh, okay, sure. Right, okay.
Real wailing solos. So this is an Annapurna game, or published game, so there's some voice talent in this. Like Lena Headey is in this game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Jason Schwartzman, is that his name? I can't remember. He plays one of the main characters. Voice acting's super, super good. The writing is excellent, as you'll see in a second.
Don't seem yourself.
So, and as you can see, like this is Johnson
Vendetti's
Vendetti's
weird
house.
Style to it.
It's got a really cool style. It's not...
Whoa.
Yeah. So what's been happening up till this point?
Psychedelic.
This is like maybe 15 minutes into the game.
Most elaborate stage persona the world has ever seen.
So basically,
right, so it's what if Bob Dylan's nephew was actually David Bowie?
Yes. What happens if Bob Dylan's nephew actually went, I don't want to write folk music, I want to be Ziggy Stardust. And he's been having this crisis of conscience since the start of the game, basically, where it's like, I might show you the start of the game actually at the very end here, because it's got one of the best button prompts I think of a video game possibly ever. But I will...
I can't put my finger on what this looks like, but it has this like weird papercraft thing going on with the movement.
But it's also 3D, like the lighting works in 3D.
No,
in really cool ways.
I'm purely talking about like the animation style of the character is like very...
It's very papercraft.
What is it? There's something, I don't know what it is. There is a name of a thing that this looks like, and I just can't remember what it is, but...
So, when you get into Francis's bedroom, you start to see where a lot of his influences start to actually lie here.
Close up, it looks amazing though.
Yeah, like, so this game, you ain't seen shit yet. Like,
I can imagine this gets pretty psychedelic, so yeah.
Dude, okay, so we're gonna put on a record and chill out.
Absolutely put on a record and chill out. Have you got a blunt? This seems like the sort of thing you would do.
So yeah, the writing and voice acting in this thing is absolutely fucking stellar. It is genuinely some of the funniest dialogue I've heard in a video game in a long time. It looks incredible. It has a real Douglas Adams vibe to it, like a real Hitchhiker's Guide, like self-reverence to it. Especially when you start seeing some of the later characters.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
And desolation waits mere miles away. The stairway to
He's got a great
What
guitar.
is that?
This is his great guitar.
is at our feet.
Why did he have like a fucking tape recorder on his guitar?
Because he's got a dial in his guitar that says loud or not loud. Like, it's that kind of game. Also, like, all of the audio settings in this game go to 11 because of course they do.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
It's
you don't make a game like this without making a Spinal Tap joke.
Exactly.
Is that Alien? What the fuck?
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, is he imagining this?
I'm 3 hours into. No, I'm 2 hours into this game. That is unclear right now.
Oh, okay, good.
This might all actually be happening.
I saw his like weird eyes. Oh god, is this a fucking cryptid? What the fuck is going on?
Okay, the one thing I'll tell you about this game is you kind of just have to let it go. You cannot really try and logic a lot of this out. You kind of just have to take it as it's giving you it. Which is very funny. Yeah, so it's a weird thing. So
I mean, I can tell already that this is a weird thing.
If you want to be very technical about it, it is a narrative platformer, basically.
Sure, right.
But like that doesn't accurately describe what this fucking game does. It really doesn't.
Hello?
So I should probably say, for spoilers' sake, like I said, this is like 15 minutes in, so this is very early on. I have not got particularly far, but I've got far enough to go. I need to show this to Callum immediately. Yeah, so... this
oh my god.
fucking dude.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What in the...
Yeah, good question.
Little being?
That's Jason Schwartzman, just for people who are keeping track.
Don't you think mild?
I'm pretty sure.
Fragrant, almost.
Fragrant.
What are you wearing? I am looking for Francis.
That's me. This is also really good, like this kind of dialogue choice. Like, it's the same line, but with with intonation.
Different intonation.
This is the hypnagogic song.
I appear tonight as a hero.
Yes, this is Jason Schwartzman.
Yes.
The support act on our tour is indisposed. A replacement.
What?
Yeah.
And the captain asked for you by name.
Like I said, you kind of just have to go for a little bit and just take it.
Lightman?
So.
Where is it? It's supposed to be in Calypso, but I've lived here my whole life.
So you are being drafted, in inverted commas, to be the support act for this intergalactic band / solo artist.
Yeah, sure.
And it coincidentally aligns really well with the idea that he really wants to have an alternate persona.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna.
Is that persona a Tron character? What is?
It's yeah, kind of.
Adhere to your hideous human.
Everyone fucking hates humans, and it's the best. It's just they really despise them. So all you've been heard is like somebody told you about this Lightman's thing, and that just turns out to be the name of the band.
Oh, it's the Gitaru.
It's the Gitaru, right? So
hold X to shred. That's good.
You're about to see what large chunks of this game is. I'm going to hold X, and you're going to witness what happens here.
Please shred.
And I'm going to hold X.
Okay.
I am doing nothing but hold X. And I can hold X. I've tested this for like 4 minutes, and it will not stop.
Like, is how long? And it won't loop either. Like,
I didn't hear it loop.
To improv.
I didn't hear it loop once.
How did I? You're tuning.
So I'm gonna skip bits of this because it really does not matter right now.
This is just the people that made this game have to be stoners, right? Like, they must be.
There's like a higher level of thinking happening here that I'm just not familiar with. So now I'm in control. I can now just hold down X for essentially the rest of the game. and it will it will just do this, and it's excellent.
That's the fact that you can do that while moving is pretty good.
I can do it while
a lot.
I can't do it while jumping yet, but like I can't do it inside a funicular for some reason. But
that's dangerous inside a funicular.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think where I jump you from here, because there's a specific part that was the moment where I went, oh, okay, right.
Yeah, so the conversation that we had about this, it started by you going like, oh yeah, you should probably try this because it's the weirdest thing I've ever played, and then like maybe an hour later you were like, damn, this is amazing, so I don't know what
okay, so I'm gonna quickly check if I can jump directly to,
oh my fucking god.
So this bit is relatively normal. I'm gonna jump to here. So you've met
Cosmic Extraordinary.
So you eventually meet Lightman, and Lightman explains to you, here's what I need you to do. You're the support act of my intergalactic tour. We're playing a big show.
Lightman, by the way, is voiced by Carl Weathers,
yes,
who is like
Carl Weathers.
The like Grief from the Mandalorian, and he was in like Colony and like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep. And it's and also, to be clear, it is not just the big names who really do well here. Like the lead and Violetta, who's a character you haven't met yet, is also really fucking good, and all of the writing is just fucking excellent.
Dude, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, give me a minute. So that's Lightman.
Okay.
He's the guy you're supporting.
There's a lot of that out here, my man.
He is exactly what you'd expect him to be.
You're on your own, kid. Everyone takes their own road across.
Definitely Dylan from Predator. That's.
Yep.
You're looking for the lung.
He just has like a normal jazz guitar though. Like that's okay.
So they make references to the fact that he started in like 56, and it's currently unclear what year this is. So
sure.
Home, baby. It's home.
And then they just fucking fly away. And then it's like, hey, find your way to the cosmic lung, whatever the fuck that means. So I'm now in control. I'm gonna pull out my guitar and just fucking wail for a bit.
I'm gonna guess that if this is, oh my fucking god. If it's Bob Dylan, it's gotta be like 60s or something like that.
You would think, right?
60s, 70s? What the fuck? What?
I am just holding down X and jumping.
So like the platforming clearly isn't like a challenge, it's literally just a device to get you from place to place.
So that's kind of thing, like mechanically this game is not a lot, well, there's a bit that I may show at the end here. Are you
still just holding down X?
Yeah, this is, I've been holding down X for the whole thing. So
right, I need to know how long they got someone in a booth to just like improv.
Or how much of this is like algorithmic, where they've managed to splice together like 30, 40, 50 improvs into like a single... Sure. Also, great animation coming up here. So if I do a double jump and then hold X
after I jump,
so if I do jump, and then you just fucking slide around the cosmic unknown.
It all works as well, because it's all in the right key, and it's all so they must have just gone to like, what is that?
This is just, it's just all music, man. It's just I just love that jump.
I'm not convinced that this game was not made by stoners. Like this,
it was made by somebody who was on a different fucking level for sure.
Oh, you can. I'm pretty sure you can hit this level on some real good weed. Like that's probably
maybe. I have no idea.
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure. Like,
just again, mechanically, not a lot is happening here, but this might be the greatest thing I've played in a long time. Like, there's not a lot happening, but it is a...
I mean, those fucking neon Star Destroyers are flying around. That is...
Yeah. Like, it's almost a walking simulator with a bit of rhythm action later.
Sure.
So here's what I turned on this game to be like, okay, sure, this particular scene...
They forced you to stop shredding.
They forced me to stop shredding for a second, but then you come across this.
Is this the cosmic lung? What?
Yep.
Sure.
So...
Okay.
If it isn't a fluffy little piece of space dust.
Meet Lena Headey.
Got a strange
Whoa.
How did they get this voice talent for like a two-man studio?
It's Annapurna. It's not a two-man studio.
It's Annapurna, right? Okay.
So they.
Right. Okay.
God, darling, you are divine. I'm not. You know, I did see.
Okay, Annapurna, I can understand.
Yeah.
Like.
What was it like?
She was playing pinball.
No way.
Way. All the greats are obsessed with pinball. The only
Like-
reason we created the universe. What
Like-
do you call yourself?
That's the kind
mean-
of
I can understand that. It's like,
yeah. So
like I'm always up for a game of
Totally.
Black Knight 2000.
but you start to see some of the Douglas Adams stuff in here.
It haunts me.
Yeah, this is my previous name.
Is something...
So this is also the moment where I was like, okay, you're trying to do a thing
In
here.
this place, you are the namer of name, but choose wisely.
So then
You
it
get to pick
just
your own name.
yeah. So then it just lets you do this.
They wander off. Begin to believe.
I'm just gonna skip through some of this dialogue, but it's very good.
I was gonna say I want to see if this is as good as this exact sort of thing that happened, but in Disco Elysium. But,
Kind of. So there are a bunch of like
Oh, you get to
adjectives?
free type a name?
yeah. So you get some adjectives, and then you get to free type a name. So there are a lot of these adjectives, and all of these adjectives
Sure
are
are.
voiced.
Laser Brain is pretty
So
good. I like Laser Brain.
Laser Brain McGruff is what we're
Sure.
gonna go with for now. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah,
with
sure.
that.
Where you headed?
So every time it says the typed bit, it does a guitar solo, which is great.
Really? You're feeling enlightenment? Well, if you
Yes.
say so.
So let's go to the Cosmic Long. Just, I have never seen a video game that looks like this. It's spectacular.
It has a style. It certainly has a
It really
style.
does have a style. Yeah, so then you get to see.
I do want to see where it go. Fuck. It's good tripping balls, dude.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's the load screen, by the way.
That's the load screen.
That
okay.
happens like as you're transitioning between areas.
Excellent.
Every single time. It's great. So there's one very quick thing I'm going to show you here, and then I may just stop because a lot of it is self-discovery.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't show too much of this.
Yeah, but I haven't actually shown the
It's a
mechanics
fucking
stuff yet.
experience.
Yeah, like that is kind of the thing I'm trying to get across here. Like, this thing is an experience. Do not expect a difficult game. Do not expect complex mechanics. It is essentially a walking simulator with great music. Is kind of what this thing is, as far
A
as I can
shred
tell.
button.
What happened? Where am I?
You're aboard the
Cosmic Long.
vessel across the
It's a ship. It's called the Cosmic Long.
Okay,
Francis.
sure.
Does your species gather in caravans of aimless, cacophonous debauchery?
You mean like a music festival?
That sounds familiar. Why don't you
Yeah.
ever explore? May
So
I
we're gonna
offer
go
some-
explore this.
Don't lose your head.
So we're gonna have a quick explore. for
Is this just gonna be some sort of like Bacchanalian nightmare?
So this is your home base, kind of? And then I just walked through this door and it was just like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
What
Sure.
are all these are I'm pretty sure these are all creator characters from Stellaris. Like that's
Possibly.
So far out.
What's up there, lad?
I'm just trying to keep my head.
A sensible thing, too. Rather important one.
Can you
Like-
shred here?
I don't have my guitar here.
Oh, okay.
But then you just walk through here and it's like, hey.
No way.
Like,
There's a whole damn theater in here.
it's just, it's every
What
single
the fuck?
every single screen of this thing is an incredible looking,
Whoa.
like, here's the bar.
Lightman must be performing here.
So yeah, so there's one more bit I want to show that is going to get to. Also, well, no, let's not do that.
I was gonna say that looks like a dance button.
Yeah,
but-
there's a dance button. So I'm going to do this. So basically, we're probably now in points where, like, if you've probably been sold at this point, you've probably been sold.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is kind of closer to what it feels like the rest of the game is going to be like. So now would be the time to switch off if you're sold and you should just go experience this thing. But I'll just do one thing just to show you I was cackling playing this particular bit once I realised what they were actually trying to do. So you've now been sent off to do the first part of your show. They've basically said that, like, they are live streaming the show from wherever you are onto those screens in the ship. So
Right,
you're
okay.
like out on alien planets doing stuff. This is Violetta. She's like the tech. She's the roadie, basically. She's the tech.
You're in the far reaches.
So I'm just gonna get past some of this because it's a lot. Sure. Okay, so from now on, I can just shred again. I'm back out in the world, and I could just do this the whole level.
Freely shred.
Yep. I love all the creature designs. I think it just, yeah, and just some of the visuals, like, and there's like a backing track that plays along with your shredding, and it like swells and falls off, and it never doesn't work. still great. Yeah, it just never doesn't work. Basically, like, it always sounds good. It always is in key. It's always in rhythm. All of this kind of stuff. that just make me laugh every single time. But yeah, there's a thing coming up here that is kind of the thing I want to show, where they want you to do performances, right? So
yeah.
So I'm gonna do this, which is gonna bring the stage. So see this symbol, see the 3 dots and the two bumpers? Yeah. This is the rhythm action part of this game. So these symbols keep coming up in various situations and things you don't expect. And that basically means like, hey, this is gonna be a music bit. So I'm just gonna hit buttons. And it observes timing, whatever you want to do, all of that kind of stuff is all there.
Oh, that's just freeform. Like, you can do whatever there.
So it did show you, like, so some of them were...
Fucking hell.
So some of them were lit up in that particular section.
Yeah.
And that was showing, like, hey, you need to hit these ones, but however you hit them is up to you. The timing is up to you, like, all that kind of stuff.
This is bizarre. Like,
it's so good. This whole time, I was just cackling. So this bit, like, this is obviously like, here's the origins of Lightman, because this is part of the show, because he's kind of a prick, as you would expect. Where, like, he's this fantastic musician. Oh god, we're gonna have to do it off air, but I want to show you the end of the stage. It is just spectacular.
I kind of don't want you to, because I will play this myself.
If you're into playing this, then yes, for sure.
Yeah, like, I'll try it. Like, do you know how long it is? Like,
it's not hugely long. I've heard 3-4 hours, if that.
Sure.
Judging by the chapter select, I'm probably a third of the way through it at 2 hours, so...
Okay.
Don't know. Fair. But yeah, I'm just going to keep running while I finish this up. So yeah, this is Artful Escape. It's out on PC.
Just continue to shred while we do the outro.
Hold X to jam with the environment. Like,
sure, why not, man?
Why not? So it's out on Steam and consoles, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's on Switch. I didn't check that. It's 20 quid right now. It's a thing. Like,
yeah,
this is going to be somebody's game of the year for sure. Like, it has provoked a feeling of, like, kind of wonderment that somebody can actually conceive and make something like this that I have not had in a video game in a long, long time.
Well, sure, yeah, it's definitely unique. Like, you're not gonna find a game like this.
No, and again, I part of the reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to be very clear about what the game is. That it is very much an experience. It is not hugely long, but it's an experience that I think is just, like, look at what's fucking happening on the screen right now. Like, look at what is actually happening. And, like, yeah, it's wild.
Why can you just hold this button down?
I've been holding it down the whole time, and it doesn't loop, or at least doesn't loop in a way that I've noticed yet.
It's either doing it or it's looping it in such a way where it's not obvious, which is just as good as, like, saying it's not looping.
Yeah,
like,
my guess is also that it's doing some kind of algorithmic stuff where it's, like, piecing together different spliced
oh, sure, like, I'm sure it is, but...
And yeah, just, like, story-wise and, like, the things they're trying to do with this, it goes some places, man. It really does.
You died.
I died. This, like, again, that was the one and only time I've died was on this jump, because it's got a slightly weird, like, size to it. Like, it's not a hugely difficult game.
I think it's mainly because you seem to be doing the jump and guitar struggle and that
Why would you
animation
not?
locks you.
It gives you this option. Why would you not do it all of the time?
Because animation locks you to death. Like, that's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh fuck. Yeah. So yeah, this is Artful Escape. People should. It's also on Game Pass. Is also the important thing I should say.
Sure. Yeah.
If you just want to try it, give it up till the end of this level, and if you're not in by the end of this level, you're not gonna get it. This is not the game for you. But 100% you should try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
I definitely will now. But
yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hal.
Thanks you. Stop holding the button down.